Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brennan Ingram back here with your World of Tanks Valor live stream. Let me say this again. I'm Brennan Ingram here back with your World of Tanks Valor live stream. To those of you who have ear problems, apparently. Which, ear problems is not a joke. So, I'm going to be doing the Chisel contract. I'm going to be finishing up stage 6 on the Chisel contract. Also, I'm going to be doing the Fear Not op and the Independence op. And I'm also going to be telling you your June the 9th, 2020 Monday Night Raw recap and results. So, before I get started with all that, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on all bell for notifications to never miss my wrestling breaking news videos that I upload every day. Almost every single day. And to never miss my Monday Night Raw, NXT, Friday SmackDown reviews, weekly reviews that I do every week on my YouTube channel. You all know the deal. So, hit that like, subscribe button. Turn on all bell for notifications. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter name's Brennan Ingram. The Future Pro Wrestling Podcaster. It's my Twitter name. Brennan Ingram, the Future Pro Wrestling Podcaster. And follow me on Twitch. And most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, folks. Subscribe. Need more subscribers. Need 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal for this week. That's the goal for this year. To get 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal for this year. As far as my YouTube channel goes. And 4,000 views is my goal. It's my other goal. So 1,000 subscribers is my goal. And up to 4,000 views is my goal. So I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views. So, without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, here's what's going to happen. So, I'm going to be telling you what all happened on Monday Night Raw. But first, I'm going to be telling you what Monday Night Raw opened up with. And then I'm going to go to a battle. And then when I come back, I'm going to tell you what happened with the match between the Viking Raiders and Angel Garza and Andrade. So I'm going to be telling you that. As well as the other matches too. You'll see how it's going to go. You'll see how I'm going to do it. You'll find out how I'm going to do it. You will certainly find out. Don't worry. Anyhow, before I get started telling y'all what Monday Night Raw opened up with, let me pull up something here. Trying to find it. Where is it? It's on my tablet, not on my TV screen. If y'all are getting confused as to what I am trying to pull up. Trying to pull up the Monday Night Raw results here on the other article that I cannot apparently find. Where the hell is it? God. I can't fucking find it. Hold on, folks. I'm having a difficult time trying to find it. Already having a difficult time trying to find it. God damn it. Here's the site, but we gotta go to the results. There we go. There it is. Finally found it. what's the difference between these results? Alright. So, here we go, folks. So we're going to get started with this Monday Night Raw recap and results here. From last night's Monday Night Raw. So folks, as you all know, I said this on my Monday Night Raw review last night. Monday Night Raw opened up with Sasha Banks and Bayley brawling with Asuka in the ring as Samoa Joe, Meditator, in the ring for the contract signing. I've also read all of this on my Monday Night Raw review. Calls for officials to help. The referees ran down and cleared the ring. Joe welcomes us to the show. So yeah, Joe welcomed us to the show. Of course, it started off with a brawl as we came in the air. Sasha Banks and Bayley and Asuka traded punches as Samoa Joe was trying to get the show started. He brought out Drew and Dolph for the double contract signing. Not something we've seen in quite some time. But what did make sense to me is this double contract signing. There should have been one contract signing. One fucking contract signing. Not two. One. It made no sense to have fucking two contracts on the same show. Absolutely make no sense whatsoever. So, Dolph Ziggler said Drew would not be in up security somewhere if it weren't for him. And Drew fired back, breaking down Dolph's ego. He said the game is more mental than physical, and Dolph needs the title because he's never been the center of attention he's dreamed of being. So we got Asuka yelling in Japanese, and she signs her contract. Sasha says that she'll be Two Belts Banks running this company. Two Belts Banks did not make no sense to me. Two Belts Banks running this company with her bestie Bayley. The straps. They break down and Bayley, Sasha, and Dolph ran off. I think Asuka should retain her title at Extreme Rules match just because of what Sasha said on that show. That just didn't make. I think Asuka should retain her title because I don't think she should drop the title yet. But also what Sasha Banks said on the show. Two belts banks. Two belts banks. What kind of sense does that make? Why did they give Sasha Banks that to say? Two belts banks. I know Sasha Banks is sitting there probably thinking, why would they give me this to say? It doesn't sound right. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, so they break down and Bayley, Sasha, and Dolph ran off. So this didn't make no sense at all. Period. Whatsoever. This contract signing didn't make any sense whatsoever. Contract signing was good, but didn't make sense. It just did not make sense. It just didn't. Really didn't. Unreal. Unfucking real. I don't get it. I don't get how this makes sense. I just don't fucking understand. I don't stand why they would do a double contract signing. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Period. Whatsoever. Folks, I'm going into a battle. I'm finna choose my tank and I'm finna go into battle. So when I come back, I'm actually gonna tell you what happened with the match between the Street Profits. Not Street Profits, excuse me, my mistake. The show was so garbage that it's making me misspell words. The show was that garbage last night. So I'm going to tell you what happened between Angel Garza and Andrade and the Bike Raiders when I come back to the garage. I'm actually going to tell you about the Big Show cutting a promo in the ring before that match. Before that match, Big Show was in the ring before that match, so I'm going to tell you that too. I'm going to tell you that first. So, right now I'm going to choose a tank. And we're going to put my contract compatible thing up. Let's see, what are we going to choose here? Oh, I know. Oh, I know exactly what we are going to choose. I know exactly what I'm going to choose. Dragon is what I'm going to choose, probably. Pretty much. I love the tank. It is a fast tank. It's a little fast tank. I like it. I like this tank. It's a little fast tank. I like it. Even though I've already done my Monday Night Raw review last night, I'm still going. I still want to recap and tell y'all what all happened on the show. I've told y'all the first thing that happened on the show. I'm going to tell y'all the second thing, which is the match between Angel Garza, which is the match between the team of Angel Garza and Andrade and the Viking Raiders. Didn't make no sense whatsoever. Like, are they for real with the shit? The shit show that Monday Night Raw was. Let's know. Stop. going that way, so he catch up. He caught up right with me and got me. Alright, here we go. So yeah, like I said, in the battle, laughed my ass out. Is anyone taking Dolph Ziggler and what he says here on the show last night seriously? Are they for real? Were they for real with this shit last night with Dolph Ziggler? I mean, he literally said the same boring ass shit. Literally said the same boring ass shit. Like, seriously. Fucking hell. Dolph Ziggler's the worst one yet, man. Really. That's stupid and awful. That was just stupid and awful. Really bad. Stupid. What makes it worse, folks, is that the "it should have been me" story Dolph keeps going back to was fucking boring on the show last night. It was fucking boring. Absolute garbage. Garbage. Just garbage. Absolutely nauseating garbage. He loses matches. Doesn't really deserve anything here. Folks, he was drafted. He was traded to Monday Night Raw along with Robert Roode and Ali. What makes sense? What did make sense was the trade. That's another thing that didn't make sense. But yeah, that story Dolph Ziggler kept going back to that night didn't make sense. Before the brawl erupted and all that shit. Before the brawl between Drew McIntyre and Asuka, Dolph Ziggler and Sasha Banks. But yeah, he loses matches, don't really deserve anything here. Especially having just been traded to Raw. I just said that. I just fucking said that. Literally just said that. And then add in that we all know that Dolph Ziggler's losing. And you know what? I agree with CageSideNews.com. I agree with CageSideSeats.com when they say this. I agree when they said they hate it. You know what? They're not the only ones that hate it. I hate it too. And JD from NY206 certainly hated it too. I watched his podcast and he said the same thing. He hated that too. Holy fuck, man. WWE is fucked, man. WWE is so fucking stupid, man, at what they do with these shows. Unreal. Unreal. Unfucking real. Huh. CageSideSeats.com said, I wish we just went right to Orton. I said the same thing. I even said on my Monday Night Raw review last night that the right opponent for Drew McIntyre should be Orton. I said that on my Monday Night Raw review. Did I not say that last night? I did. Holy fuck, man. Holy balls. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Unreal. Unfucking real, man. I see what JD was talking about, man. Unfucking real. Oh, this is fucking hilarious as shit. This show was fucking garbage and hilarious. Nauseating garbage, man. Every sense of the fucking word. So, basically, we see a replay of last Monday when Andrade and Garza attacked the tag champions Let me remind you, this is your June the 29th, 2020 Monday Night Raw recap and review. So we're revisiting of what all happened on Monday Night Raw last night. So anyways, I'm going to read it again. We see a recap, or we see a replay of last Monday when Andrade and Garza attacked the tag champions. Garza is backstage trying to pay referee Jess with a rose. She didn't buy it. It walks off. That was kind of hilarious that Jessica actually walked off. So, leading to Charlie Caruso asking them what they're doing. Vega says trying to ensure fair officiating. I guess trying to ensure fair officiating. Charlie asks if they win tonight, do they think they're number one contenders? Andrade says yes. But Big Show walks up and says, "The Big Show! More like the Big Slow!" Because he can't fucking wrestle in the ring. Because his wrestling skills and abilities are absolute garbage. Just saying. You know what? And it's even worse to seeing Big Show every night on television. Just ruins the fucking show. Big Show and Ric Flair just ruins the fucking shows. All because of Vince McMahon and Bruce. Vince McMahon and Bruce are the main ones that's ruining these shows. They're not making these shows creative. There was nothing creative about this show at all. Anyhow, Big Show walks up and says he needs Smuffet to tell Maserati and Ferrari that he's pulling at rank and he's heading out there next to deal with Randy Orton. What Big Show said that nobody didn't care about. I didn't even care about what Big Show said. Who cares about Big Show? Big Show should not be on television. He is a Hall of Famer, a retired wrestler. He is retired. He should not be wrestling in the fucking ring. Why did WWE announce Big Show and Ric Flair to begin with? Oh, because in their eyes, they rather see old talent in the ring than young talent. At least that's what I think, in my opinion. Having Big Show on the show was all part of Bruce's strategic plan. Yep, it was all part of Bruce's strategic plan. His strategic plan was absolute strategic garbage. That's what it was. So, back for commercial break. Big Show is pacing around the ring when they return from commercial. He calls for Randy Orton to come out and says he owes him a promise. Andrade, Angel Garza, and Selena Vega come out instead. Big Show says he is sorry. He interrupted them. Yeah, what you should be saying sorry for is showing up on WWE television, ruining the fucking ratings every fucking week on the show. That's what you should be saying sorry for. But they shouldn't try him right now. Andrade says that Randy Orton says Big Show is a legend, and he laughs. Big Show tells him he has boots older than him, and that he'll knock him out. Garza says there's only one of him. And Big Show says he can stand on Andrade's shoulders if he wants to look in his eyes. Vega says they're gonna do Randy Orton a favor and show everyone what happens when they disrespect them. She says Big Show's days are numbered, and he can say hey to Edge and Christian in a retirement home. Well, Edge and Christian shouldn't be in a retirement home. It's Big Show that needs to be in their fucking retirement home. Like what JD said on his off the script. On his Monday Night Raw review, he said Big Show needs to be the one that needs to go to the retirement home. Big Show needs to get sent to a fucking nursery home and a fucking retirement home. Because he can't wrestle worth a shit. Making the ratings look bad. So as Angel Garza and Andrade are climbing on the apron, Ric Flair's music hits. Oh, here comes another Hall of Famer that ruined the Monday Night Raw ratings last night. Here comes another Hall of Famer that always ruins the ratings. Oh, remember, Ric Flair coming out. Ric Flair showing up on television. Ric Flair appearing on television. Is all Bruce's strategic plan. Oh! But there was a report on RingsideNews.com 3 to 4 days ago that Wrestling News reported that Ric Flair was not going to show up on TV tapings in the future. And what did he do? He showed up on television, folks. WWE announced Ric Flair to show up on Raw. So that tells me right there that Wrestling News lied on their report right there. I even tagged JD's name in the tweet and told him that I even showed him proof that Wrestling News lied on their fucking report and said that Ric Flair was not going to show up on the TV tapings in any time in any future. Actually, let me pull it up. Let me show y'all proof that I'm not lying. And let me read to y'all proof of it. I'm going to pull it up again. Here it is. Good. It's coming right up. So, on RingsideNews.com, 4 days ago, it said, Wrestling News reports that Ric Flair would not be at any of the future TV tapings. So it said this comes after the news broke concerning all of these positive wrestlers in the Performance Center. And what did Ric Flair do? I'll tell you exactly what he did. I'll tell you exactly what WWE did. WWE announced Ric Flair and Big Show for Monday Night Raw last night. So, apparently Wrestling News lied and didn't know that WWE were going to announce Ric Flair and Big Show for Raw. So apparently Wrestling News lied on their report, because Ric Flair showed up on television last night. I even told JD on Twitter. JD, my buddy JD from NY206, I even told him on Twitter, man. I showed him the image. I showed him proof that Wrestling News lied on their report. They lied. They did lie. And they should be ashamed of their fucking selves for lying. I told you. They're just like Sean Ross Sapp giving false information. Sean Ross Sapp used to give false information. He used to lie on reports too. Sean Ross Sapp and Wrestling News are the ones that lie. They give you false information. Do not follow people like that. They block you because they give you false information. That's not even true. They give you false information that's not even true, folks. Really. Unreal. Unfucking real. So Garza and Andrade went to attack Show, and the Bike Raiders came out to help. So after the commercial break, Andrade and Garza put on a World of Hurt to Eric. And commentary was really pushing the fact that somehow Selena Vega was able to get them back on the same page. She wouldn't reveal how, but then Garza decided not to tag Andrade in. And Andrade wasn't having it. He wasn't having any of it. Back from another break, which I thought was hilarious that Andrade wasn't having any of it. They're back together, but Ivar and Eric show off incredible agility and strength, like they always do. It wasn't enough, though, as another disagreement between them got Garza the win. Finally, the Viking Raiders are back to being booked in matches and not showing them playing basketball and fucking bowling and all that bullshit. That Viking Raiders and Street Profits garbage. That Viking Raiders Street Profits feud was nothing more than absolute garbage. They need to never do a Viking Raiders and Street Profits feud again if they don't know what they're doing with that feud. They need to never do that feud again. Especially when Akira Tozawa and the Ninjas screwed the fucking feud. And you know what I can't believe? I can't believe that. I'm going to tell you this after I read this. So, later Ric Flair went up to them backstage and wanted to talk to them privately. It seemed to involve the 1-on-2 handicap match, more like the 1-on-2 handicap garbage that we seen on the show last night, because that's exactly what it was. Handicap garbage. Just saying. Later in the night, so I really, and I agree with CagesideSeats.com when they said this. I cannot believe that WWE has Ric Flair still strolling out when they've had a sliff of positive CV-19 tests. Just like what I just said not too long ago. Just like when Wrestling News lied on their report about Ric Flair not showing up at any TV tapings in the future. He showed up last night on the show! Oh my god. Can't believe I'm actually repeating this. I'll say this again, folks. Wrestling News lied on their report saying that Ric Flair was not going to show up in the TV tapings. He showed up last night on the show! That's exactly what I think about Ric Flair. This is how I'm feeling right now, folks. Folks, this is how I'm feeling after seeing Monday Night Raw last night. This is how I'm feeling.
Tactical help incoming!
That's exactly how I'm feeling after seeing that show. I'm serious. I am dead serious. Holy fuck, how can this show be any garbage than what it was? Unreal. So, when we come back to the garage, I'm going to tell you what happened with the match between MVP and Apollo Crews. But wait, there might be something before that, because I did mention on my Monday Night Raw review last night that MVP is nothing more than WWE typical garbage, because he really is. Let's be honest. I can't understand how JD's not having a problem seeing MVP on television. The guy is fucking absolute garbage at what he does in the ring. Why is MVP on television? We don't need to see MVP on television either. Well, actually, before I tell y'all the match between MVP and Apollo Crews, first, when we come back to the garage, I am going to be telling y'all about the Ruby Riott backstage phone thing, and then I'm going to be telling you the Zelina Vega backstage thing, and also I'm going to tell you what happened with the garbage 24/7 championship match that took place last night, which I didn't give a shit about whatsoever. And it was only 1 second. The match only lasted 1 second, folks. 1 fucking second is how long the fucking match lasts. That's how long the match lasted. Unreal. Like I said, as a future podcaster, man, I felt so embarrassed to even be watching that show. As a fan, as a future podcaster, I was embarrassed watching that show. Embarrassed. Fucking embarrassed. Unreal. Unfucking real, man. Unreal. So the long haul has reset it, y'all. Just so y'all know. The fucking long haul's reset it. Just thought I'd let y'all know that. So we're gonna go to another match now. We're gonna go to another battle on World Tanks Fowler. Which I much rather would start doing battles than to read this garbage, than to read this Monday night garbage, because this show was garbage. I don't even want to read it again, but I'm giving you all a recap and results, making it special. I'm trying to make this live stream special for you all. And I know hearing that Monday night garbage from last night is not special. I just want to make sure y'all are up to date on what happened with the show last night. Cause this is half of what I let y'all know of how garbage the show was. Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet. There was even more garbage on the show than you thought. So I got even more things to tell you about what happened on the show when we come back to the garage. So stay tuned. So stay on my live stream and watch me play. And stay tuned for more, because I am going to be telling you more things that happened. More garbage. More things that happened on this shit show. On this Monday night garbage show last night. Alright. Anyways, moving on. What am I going to pick next? I'll tell you what I'm picking. 50 TP. This show made Monday Night Raw last night just made absolutely no sense whatsoever, folks. I just cannot begin to understand why would they even think about taping this show knowing it was going to be absolute garbage from the beginning. That's WWE for you. WWE doing what WWE wants. Fortunately, that's what it is. WWE does what WWE fucking wants. Folks, you have got to pay attention to the left side of the fucking map. Leaving that side wide open. Easy for the enemy team to cap that base. Just like that, we lose. These players have got to pay attention to their maps. They cannot be leaving the left side wide open like that. Ridiculous. Because that's exactly what's going on. They're leaving the left side wide open. They're letting that enemy team flank the left side to cap our base. I mean, you've seen the free... You all that's watching this live stream. You all that's watching this live stream. You saw the fucking map. They clearly left the left side wide the fuck open. They're letting them flank the left side. There's clearly 2 tanks over there. I had to go over there to try to help them, but it was already too late. When I went over there, it was already too late. Well, at least you could say it wasn't my fault, because I went over there and I damaged the SU. I think that was all I was able to fucking damage. There was just too many over there. I was getting pounded, man. I had to get away from the right side because I was getting hit by tier 10. But anyways, let's continue on here with the Monday Night Raw recap and review. So like I said, we're revisiting what all happened on the show. So after that tag team match between the team of Andrade and Angel Garza and the Viking Raiders, Ruby Riott was backstage on her phone when Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, the Moronics, the Iconics, the Idiotics, the Moronics, the Don't Get on My TV Onyx, get the hell off my TV Onyx, like I've said on my Monday Night Raw review. Nobody wants to see him on television. Neither does my buddy JD from NY206 over on his YouTube channel. Does not want to see Peyton Royce and the Iconics on TV. I don't either. Don't worry, JD, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on this. I don't want to see the Iconics on TV either. They're absolute main roster garbage. I don't want to see them on television. I wish WWE would stop putting the team of Peyton Royce and Billy Kay on television. They're not helping the ratings. They're also the ones that's making the ratings look worse. The main ones that's making the ratings look worse is Vince McMahon and Bruce. It's Vince McMahon's creativity, his creative ideas, Vince McMahon's creative ideas, and Bruce's strategic plans is nothing more than ruining the Raw shows each and every week, making the ratings look worse. Look at that. Bam, we lost because they left the left fucking flank wide open. I told you, they left the left flank wide open. Why would you leave the left flank wide open in the map? Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel like I'm about to explode like a volcano. You know me, when I get mad about something, I'm gonna say it. Holy fuck, man. Even Christopher on Facebook knows how I get mad when I see all this bullshit. Even my clanmate Christopher sees this. He knows how mad I get when I see this bullshit. When I see the bullshitting side of the map. Chris knows how mad I get when I see the left or the right flank wide open. I can't stand that shit. Especially if I'm up there trying to defend against in an assault battle against the enemy team and there's nobody over there to help. Holy fuck, man. Seriously. What really makes me mad is in standard battle and in team destruction. Well, in standard battle, not team destruction, excuse me. But what makes me mad is in standard battle, the mediums and the heavies sit back. They camp in the back and fucking snipe like tank destroyers. They don't even go up to help their teammates. That's what I can't fucking stand. Every time I'm up there trying to shoot a tank, I got nobody helping me, going up to help. Except for my friends that platoon up with me. Because they're the only ones that help me. Nobody else does on the game. Unreal. Unreal. Really. I'm telling you, this week's just not been a good week for me. I even told my boss, I said last week was a upsetting week for me Last week was a frustrating week for me, but it was also an upsetting week for me because, folks, as you all know, my dad, he has COVID-19. And I'm still upset that my dad has COVID-19. Can't believe all those times I went over there. Days later, my older brother calls and tells my mom that my dad has the coronavirus. Still upset by this, man. Really is. It's a bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. It's what it is. It's sad. It's probably all because of the fact that my dad hasn't been wearing a mask. And they probably don't even have money to afford a mask. My mom's saying, my mom was asking me, did he have a mask on over at my aunt's house? I told her, I said, no, he did not have a mask on. So that's probably, so that means he probably already had it. We just didn't know it. We're just now being informed that he had it. But see, when I was over there at his house, you know, the food was done. Because I told my clan leader on this game weeks ago that I was going to my aunt's house, that I would be coming back to get back on. And by the time I went over there, you know, the cookout food was already done. So I ate a few things. I ate, you know, barbecue wings, the fried wings, and the what else? Hamburgers. Stuff was good. As usual. Man, that house was nasty. It was full of roaches. Ugh, disgusting. Should have just listened to what my mom said. Should have never even went over there. But I had to go over there because I wanted to see my father, man. You know, he's in a wheelchair. He's that black stuff. You know, that black pads. He's got a black pad on the, I think either on the left or the right side of his leg, because he had surgery on his leg. He had surgery in the past on his leg. He had cancer in the past. And that's what makes it sad about it. And what's even more sad about it is the simple fact that my dad has been drinking again. I thought he stopped drinking. He's drinking again. This saddens me, man. My dad needs to stop doing that drinking stuff, man. It's not going to help him. It's not going to help him in life, man. Seriously. It's really not. Unreal. It's just not. It's just not going to help him in life. Anyhow, back to this Monday Night Raw recap and review. So Ruby Riott was on the phone backstage when the Moronics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, I love when JD says that, the Moronics, the Idiotics. Well, he says the Iconics first, and then he says the Moronics, the Idiotics. The don't get on my TV Onyx, get off my TV Onyx. I like when he says that. Be making me laugh at that shit on his Monday Night Raw review. Because nobody wants to see him on TV. I don't blame him. I don't want to see him on TV either. They're fucking garbage. Peyton Royce did do good with that brainbuster move though, but they're still fucking garbage. The Iconics is still nothing more than Idiotics. Fucking garbage. But yeah, Peyton Royce and Billy walk up and make fun of her. Billy Kay, excuse me? Billy Kay, you're making fun of Ruby Riott? Well, you should be the one making fun of yourself because of how garbage you are in the fucking ring. Well, not only you, but Peyton Royce as well. So, they call her a freak and say she has no friends. They call Liv a loser as well. And Ruby says she zoned out for a second. That they were the ones who blew their opportunity last week. Ruby Riott's got a point on that. They did. Ruby says one of them can meet her out there. And you know what that was going to lead to last night. Not only it led to garbage, but it led to a waste. It led to WWE wasting Ruby Riott in this match. The way they did it. Holy fuck. It was sad. You should have seen how they did that. So, Ruby says so when she says they can meet her out there, the other can lift the partner up and carry them to the back. And that will be iconic. So Selena Vega was backstage with her men. Imagine that woman singing that song, I wanna be your man, I wanna be your man. Imagine a woman singing that song. Don't imagine a man singing that song. Imagine a woman singing that song. Imagine a man singing that song would be wrong. That's really wrong. Kind of negative. It's kind of negative that a man is singing that song. Not right. Some gay shit. Anyways, who are at each other's throats? So, Selena Vega's backstage with her men who are at each other's throats. Ric Flair walks up and congratulates them for their win. Then asks if he can speak privately because he has a poor proposition. Really, Ric Flair? Proposition? You mean you have a proposition to show up on Raw and listen to WWE and suck their cock when you should have just stayed home and not showed up for Raw? If you got COVID-19, Ric Flair, there was no reason for you to show up on the show. Really. You're going to spread the COVID-19 around. You're going to give your young talent the virus. Really. You should have never showed up on the show. You should have stayed your butt. You should have stayed home with your daughter, Charlotte Flair. Because that's exactly where you should have been. That's exactly where Big Show needs to be. Well, Big Show needs to be in a retirement home. Ric Flair needs to be at home with his daughter, Charlotte Flair. Anyways. Here's what happened with this nauseating garbage 24/7 championship match, because that's exactly what it was. This match was nauseating garbage. This match lasted 1 fucking second. Unbelievable. Unfucking real. The match begins and Tozawa rolls Truth up for a 2 count. Truth does some dancing and asks Akira to do the same. He does some weird hand thing, more like weird hand garbage. I love saying garbage. I like that word because JD says it. I say it because JD says it. I love when JD from NY says that word garbage. He makes me laugh when he says it. It's the way he says the word garbage. It just makes me laugh when he says it. I mean, the way I say it probably is not funny, but the way he says it's more funny. I try to make it funny though. I try, folks. And runs at Truth, who sidesteps him. Truth feigns an injury and rolls up Tozawa for the win. So basically Truth faked the injury and rolled up Tozawa for the win. This match was absolutely nauseating garbage. The 24/7 title is not important on the show. What's important on the show, the title that's the most important title on the show, is the WWE Championship. Not the 24/7 championship. And why the 24/7 title is still a thing in TV. I mean, I can't possibly imagine anyone enjoying last night's show. Really. I would generally like to know that. Why was 24/7 title still a thing on the show? I really would like to know that. I really do. Unreal. Unreal, folks. So after the match, one of the ninjas run in and rolls up Truth, but he kicks out and runs through the crowd to escape as the ninjas chase. I seen him in the video with Sarah Scriber talking about the fucking ninjas. I seen a video of him and Sarah Scriber, the one that supposedly has me on Twitter. Sarah. I don't know if that's Sarah's actual real account, or I don't know if that's somebody else trying to pose as Sarah Scriber on YouTube. I think that's someone that I follow tried to pose as Sarah Scriber on YouTube. Not sure. Anyways, yeah, they roll up Truth, but he kicks out. and he runs through, and the crowd escape as the ninjas chase. Bobby Lashley's backstage with MVP, and he says Apollo Crews turning them down was a slap in the face. MVP assures him he's done giving offers to Crews. Despite everything, he likes the kid, so he's going to drop some gems on him before he beats him. They walk off, and we see Seth Rollins standing with Murphy, holding Rey Mysterio's mask. He says this is his most important message to date, and he has to deliver it now. So later tonight, we will see the Big Show versus Andrade and Angel Garza in a handicap match, which to me, I'll rephrase that, it was more like handicap garbage, if you ask me. Seth Rollins and Murphy made their way to the ring. She say that last week Seth and his son made a heart-warming return to Raw. Ray said nothing would stop him from returning to the ring, and he believes it because Ray has a duty to uphold, but he hasn't been seeing things clearly as of late. He says Ray's duty is to be a sacrifice for Monday Night Raw, and he has given him every chance to walk away on his own terms, but Ray defies him. So what he must do now is very important. Seth asks Mysterio to forgive him, not for he has done, but what he will do in the future. You see, him and Ray are bound by fate, and as fate would have it, he is the Messiah and Ray is sacrifice. Mysterio and Dominic appear on the screen. Ray says he wants forgiveness from his son, forgive him for what he will do to Seth. He was angry when Dom tried to fight his battles, but he loves him for it. He must do to Seth Rollins something as remorseless as what he did to him, eye for an eye. What he does will not be by fate, it will be by design. Dominic says he forgives him, but he can't forgive Seth. Rollins says it's clear Ray has taught Dom well, but he hasn't taught him to be careful what he wishes for. If Dom continues to stand in the way of fate, he'll be forced to end his career before it starts. Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo come out. Humberto, the loser, comes out, and Seth High tells it. So basically, folks, what was I gonna say? So the best thing about Rollins throughout this whole gimmick change is that he performs so well and you really feel like he believes what he is saying. But yet they are going with the same storyline that they've already went with last Monday. Last night they showed the same storyline that they went with last Monday. I'm trying to figure out why. Why are they going with the same storyline? Why? There was nothing interesting about the show. Why are people saying this show is good? That there was nothing interesting about the show. I posted some on Twitter, and some people voted good and great on what they make of last night's show. I posted on Twitter. Saying, so what did you make of last night's Monday Night Raw? And most people voted good. One person voted great. Nobody voted okay and bad. I would have voted bad because this show was bad last night. The show was nowhere near good at all, whatsoever. I would have voted bad, not good. So basically, Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo came out, and Carrillo called Seth a coward, while Aleister said he knows true evil when he looks it in the eye. So tag team match took place that night. So it's the team of Humberto Carrillo and Aleister Black versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we see the match between Murphy, Austin Theory, and Humberto Carrillo and Aleister Black? This feels almost like the same match we saw already before on the show. Just saying. Just thought I'd put that out there. So Carrillo hit an enziguri and almost got Murphy with a 619, but Seth pulled him out with the wave. But later he did connect with a 619. Seth keeps Aleister down on the floor. And Murphy and Seth do a really cool D-strike assisted powerbomb. Seth won with a curb stomp. Then they dragged Humberto to the steel steps. Aleister makes the save. Steph curb stomps Humberto on the steps. Folks, I just gotta ask a question real quick. What the fuck is WWE doing with Aleister Black? Aleister Black's one of my favorite WWE male superstars. What the fuck are they doing to Aleister Black? What are they doing with Aleister Black? They're making him look like an embarrassment coming out, making the save. Really? Unreal. I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing with this guy. I really don't. I really don't fucking get it. So Drew McIntyre and Asuka were interviewed backstage. Asuka talks Japanese and Drew translates for the Empress of Claymore country. He says they're going to have fun with their opponents. He says he let Dolph choose the stipulation because then he will have no excuses. As for Sasha Banks, she's not ready for Asuka. The Empress smiles and says Dolph is not ready for Drew. This was also what I read on my Monday Night Raw review last night. You all saw my Monday Night Raw review last night and saw and heard that I read this. So we see the tribute to The Undertaker from Friday Night SmackDown, the same thing we saw last Friday night, followed by an incredible video celebrating the career of the greatest to ever do it. WWE, stop showing that. We've already seen the tribute of Undertaker. Enough is enough with that. Everybody knows good and well enough that you should have respect and respect Undertaker. Everybody knows that, okay? We don't need to see the tribute of Undertaker no more. Stop showing the same shit on the fucking show that we've already seen. Just like we got the same match that we saw before with Aleister Black, Humberto Carrillo, and Seth Rollins, Murphy, and Austin Theory. Obviously, Austin Theory is on the Speak Out Movement list. Obviously, that's why he's not there. Oh, and if you want to see the video, if you want to see the Wrestling News video in regards to Austin Theory, I think I have it. I should have it. Let me check. If I don't, then I don't. Let's see. Do I have any news in regards to Austin Theory? Check on my list. Should. No, I don't. So, Austin Theory is obviously, I don't know. I guess he's in trouble for, he's on the Speaking Out Movement list. I'm not sure what Austin Theory got allegedly accused of. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out once I'm hoping ringsidenews.com posts on their website on what happened with Austin Theory, because we all do not know what happened with Austin Theory, and I don't either. I don't even remember what happened with Austin Theory. I know he's on the Speak Out movement list, and I know he got accused of being abusive to a 13-year-old girl, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Anyways, Lana walks up to Ruby Riott backstage, and she says she can't believe how rude the Iconics were. Ruby says, shouldn't she be off ruining someone else's career? Lana talks about how great Natalya is and how we should all be following her. So it's Ruby Riott versus Peyton Royce with Billie Kay. Yeah, folks. The Iconics, the Moronics, the Idiotics was in this match. The match begins and Kay instantly distracts Ruby, allowing Peyton to take her down and attack her left shoulder. The arm Ruby Riott has operated on. Royce forces Ruby to the corner and chokes her with a boot. Ruby eats a kick and Peyton chokes her on the middle rope. Peyton applies a submission targeting the arm, then hits a back suplex for a 2 count. Kay tries to give advice from outside. Peyton runs into the turnbuckles and Ruby hits some kicks and repeated forearms before an STO for a 2 count. Kay causes a distraction. Royce rolls up Ruby for a near fall. Riott hits a crucifix pin for a 2 count. Then Royce hits a spinning brainbuster for the win. Spinning brainbuster was great. Great move by Peyton Royce, but the Iconics are still the Idiotics, the Moronics, the Idiotics. No one wants to see them on television. I don't either. This match for Ruby Riott was wasted. WWE wasted Ruby Riott. Absolutely wasted Ruby Riott. Like she was nothing. Ruby Riott has been fucking wasted, folks, for 3 years. 3 fucking years. I've said this on my Monday Night Raw review. Ruby Riott has been wasted for 3 fucking years. And now it seems the company is wasting her again. I've said this last night on my Monday Night Raw review. She needs to leave the company and go elsewhere if the company is not going to book her in matches, storylines, feuds, and or use her right on WWE television, on Raw. I've said this. I've already fucking said this shit. And then you got a fucking idiot on Twitter. You got a clown that I didn't even mention on my Monday Night Raw review. You got a fucking idiot on Twitter talking about she's on television though. How is that wasting her? This is obviously leading to her and Liv getting back together as a tag team and challenging the Iconics. Honestly, dude, you clown that's on Twitter, Mr. Josh Young, Mr. Minus Josh Young, the clown on Twitter. This is obviously not leading to Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan getting back together, you fucking scumbag. That's a fucking lie. I even tagged my buddy Justin Gonzalez in my comment. I told him, I said, dude, this Josh Young asked a stupid question talking about how is that wasting her? What the fuck? Like, is this dude that fucking dumb? Clearly it's not. It's not looking like they're not getting back together. I told him, I told Josh Young, I said, you rewatch it and see and realize that I'm right. And then I said, laughing my ass out. That's how much of a fucking clown Josh Young was, commenting that shit. This guy was a total fucking clown for asking that stupid question. What a fucking legit idiot. I see what JD's talking about. I see what I could see why I can see what JD was talking about when he said idiots and clowns on Twitter. There's no doubt about that. There are idiots and clowns on Twitter. But there are also retards on Twitter as well. Just saying, just putting it out there. Just thought I tell everybody that. Just putting it out there, folks. Just saying. Alright. So Charlie Caruso interviews the Big Slow. The Big Slow! Yeah! Oh, I wish I had a video of me doing that. She asked if he thinks tonight's handicap match might be a trap with Randy Orton looming. Big Show says, of course it is. He loved Ric Flair for years, and when he got into the business, oh yeah, sure you did. He learned that he really is the dirtiest player in the game. Duh. And now he's with Randy Orton, who has taken out a few legends already. He challenges Orton to come out and try him. And says Angel Garza and Andrade are getting a big, angry giant tonight. More like we're getting big, giant garbage tonight. Last night, we got big, giant garbage in a handicap garbage matchup last night. More like that, yeah. So I'll tell you what happened with that handicap match when we come back to the garage. Right now, I'm itching to pick my tank and get in another battle, because that's exactly what I'm about to do. But first, let's check the odds. And we still haven't won a match. I'm probably going to do 3 or 4 matches, and then we're going to continue reading on with the Monday Night Raw. We're going to continue on with your June 29th, 2020 Monday Night Raw recap and review. The first tank I'm going to pick, or should I say the third tank, because I did like 2, 3, 4 matches. Well, here's what I'm going to pick next. This is a compatible contract, see? I pushed that button because I'm still working on the Chisel contract. So, and see, I've already got one of the Independence Day tanks, the Patriot. So I'm getting the Freedom. I'm not getting the Vengeance. I'm getting the Freedom next. I'm getting the Vengeance this year too, but it won't be right now. Alright, so let's choose the KPZ 50T. I like this tank. I love how they did this tank. I love the firepower and the speed on this tank. On this medium tank, I love it. This German medium tank. Pretty sure you all can agree with me on this when I say that. Alright, what am I gonna get next? I think I'm gonna get heavy next. I might get the Scourge. I think that's what I'm gonna get. Yep, I'm getting the Scourge. I keep calling it the Scourge. It's the Scourge! Dang it. Scourge, Ingram. God dang it. Ingram self. Yeah, my tail. Or yeah, my ass. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, if you know, then why you say Scourge? Or Scourge. fucking tank destroyer. Why don't you get up there and do something instead of sitting back sniping like a tank destroyer? You fucking idiot. Useless idiot, man. Alright, what are we gonna get here? I think I'm gonna get the machine next. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna get. Left flank and the right flank are both wide open at this point.
Found one. They spotted us.
Coming around, guys. Coming up.
Detected. Enemy exposed. One track damaged. Penetrate.
I bounced.
They're looking at us. Tracks lost, we're immobilized. Now it's striking. Tracks out, let's go. They spotted us.
Where is our teammates, man? What the hell?
Enemy spotted us.
Oh my
everyone
God.
out. Job's over.
Fucking shame. Our teammates fucking limit trained the fucking city on this map. So I'm gonna finish telling y'all Monday Night Raw. Let's continue with the Monday Night Raw. Let's continue with your June the 29th, 2020 Monday Night Raw recap and review. So at this point, I'm losing matches and I'm getting sick of it. So here's what happened with this 2-on-1 handicap match. More like handicap garbage. So neither Andrade nor Garza want to start the match. And Andrade tricks Angel into sliding inside. Big Show rips his shirt off and slaps his chest. So Big Show drops Angel with a headbutt. Big Show tosses Angel out of the ring in front of Zelina. Angel tags Andrade in, and Big Show forces him to the corner for a slap. Andrade rolls outside, but Big Show lifts him inside the head and throws him. Big Show lifts and slams Andrade, then hits a running splash. Andrade tags Garza again, and they manage to beat Big Show down, but quickly fall out and argue. And look what they just offered me, a warlord. So this time, it's Garza who leaves, allowing Big Show to hit Andrade with a chokeslam. Big Show wins. Not interested in watching this match whatsoever. And obviously, of course, they were not going for the T11, they were going for B. And of course, they were not going for all the other things, they were going for B. Always going for me, all the fucking time. Wow, man. Unreal. Fucking kidding me. Anyways. So after the match, Big Show lifts Andrade up and hits him with a WMD. A message to Randy Orton. Apollo Crews is warming up backstage with Cedric Alexander and Ricochet when R-Truth appears. Truth says he's finally got away from Tozawa and the ninja. Or did he? Akira starts sniffing Alexander, asking if he's a ninja. He called Ricochet Rick O'Shea, which, that was just lame. Absolutely lame. And his partner, Cedric the Entertainer. So, commercial break. We got a commercial break. And then MVP Bobby Lashley comes to the ring after commercial break. MVP says He can be an inspiration for people trying to get out of the hood. What good is success if you don't give back, which is what he's doing with Bobby Lashley, unlocking his limitless potential. He tried to do the same for Apollo Crews. He won't be disrespected. Apollo comes out and says he didn't disrespect MVP. He says they're both self-made men. So don't stand there and give a speech about giving back. He says MVP should have listened when he turned him down, but he kept pushing and pushing because the only person MVP cares about is himself. MVP says he admires Cruz' gumption, but he's about to find out that he really doesn't want him as an enemy. So here's what happened with the match between Apollo Crews and MVP. So the match begins and MVP takes a headlock. He gets shot off and drops Apollo with a shoulder. MVP avoids a drop kick, but misses a soccer kick and gets dropped with a Hurricane Rana. Cruz hits a military press and MVP rolls outside, then hits a tope over the ropes into Lashley. MVP sends Apollo into the steel steps. Back live, and MVP is on the top of Apollo Crews, starts to fight back and beats MVP into the corner. Irish whip to the opposite corner and running splash from Crews, followed by a spine buster for a 2 count. Apollo goes up top and Lashley causes a distraction, allowing MVP to crutch him on the ropes. Then hit a big boot and the fisherman suplex for the win. So that's it. That's all the match. This match to me only lasted 5 minutes. So after the match, Apollo attacks MVP, so Lashley runs in and grabs him. In the full Nelson, Alexander and Ricochet run down and try to pray Lashley off, and they have to kick him to get him out of the ring. So here's what happened in the match between Ricochet with Cedric Alexander and Bobby Lashley with MVP ringside. So they join the match in progress as Lashley overpowers Ricochet and throws him off the top rope. Lashley shoulders him in the corner and hits a delayed vertical suplex for a 2 count. Lashley sends Ricochet out of the ring, where MVP drops Ricochet on the commentary table behind the referee's back. So back in the ring, Ricochet fights back, but Lashley hits a power slam for a new fall. Lashley throws Ricochet across the ring. He rolls out of the ring to recover. Lashley goes out, scares Alexander off, and throws Ricochet on the floor. Lashley puts Ricochet on his shoulders, drives him head first into the ring post. Lashley gets Ricochet in the ring and waits for him to get up. Lashley goes for a spear, but Ricochet collapses. Lashley then sets up behind him and goes for a full Nelson. But Ricochet fights it off. Lashley runs, but Ricochet pulls the top rope down to get Lashley out of the ring. Ricochet goes for a crossbody off the apron. Lashley catches him. Ricochet slides off and sends him into the ring post. Back inside, Ricochet hits a springboard moonsault for a near fall. MVP gets on the apron, but Alexander pulls him off. Ricochet hits Lashley with an enziguri, brings him down. He brings him to a knee with a super kick. Lashley blocks a kick to the head and smashes him with a one-armed spine buster. Somewhere along the way, Lashley had his ear busted open. Lashley follows up with the full Nelson. Ricochet quickly taps out. So, after the match, Cedric comes in to check on Ricochet, and he too gets put in the full Nelson. Ziggler is backstage with Bayley and Sasha Banks, and he's telling them he should take point. Sasha says the last time they saw him, he was being outsmarted by Otis. really Asurgis things, and he walks off to get ready. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you what happened with this main event. I'll tell you what happened in this main event when we come back. Alright. Hold on. Never mind. Fuck it. I've already picked the tank now. Already too late for that. Alright, so let me tell you what happened this main event so we can get this over with. So, here's what happened. The match between the team of Drew McIntyre, and Asuka versus Dolph Ziggler and Sasha Banks and Bayley. So the match starts with the men and Dolph Ziggler grabs a leg but gets lifted and thrown off. Ziggler backs into the corner and uses the referee to force the break. Ziggler shoots again, but Drew lifts him and throws him. Ziggler starts talking. Yes, Ziggler starts talking trash to McIntyre, chops him hard. Drew forces Dolph to the corner and chops him again, but Ziggler fires back and hits a famouser for a 1 count. Ziggler gets tossed to the corner. Banks tags herself in. Drew must give away to the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka, who gets to a shoving match with the boss. Banks ducks a back fist but gets dropped with a shoulder tackle. So Asuka looks for a hip attack, but Sasha dodges it. They both look for their finishers until Dolph runs in as Drew and drops him. Asuka hits a spinning back fist and the heels roll outside. Commercial break. So after commercial break, back stupid live, and Ziggler is on Drew's back with a sleeper. The WWE champion throws him off and into the corner where he chops him silly, I guess. More like chops him garbage, because that's exactly what it was. McIntyre looks for a reverse Alabama slam, but Dolph rolls down into a small package for a 2 count, then hits a big DDT and both men go down. Ziggler makes the tag, but Asuka comes at Banks with a knee to the jaw. Asuka hits a German suplex and a Shining Wizard for a near fall. Banks rolls outside. Asuka gets on the apron. Bayley distracts Asuka, allowing Sasha to swipe her feet, then hit a Meteora on the floor. Back inside, Banks pins Asuka for a near fall. Banks gets cocky and stomps Asuka before hitting an overhead suplex for a 2 count. Banks goes to a rear chin lock as Bayley tells Byron Saxton he is almost worse than Michael Cole. Banks hits double knees in the corner for a near fall. Asuka hits double knees of her own and makes a tag to Drew McIntyre. Comes in hot against Dolph Ziggler. Boring match we've seen before, with a lariat and a Bill. McIntyre hits an overhead belly to belly, then heads up top for an axe handle. McIntyre keeps up and Sasha tags herself in. Banks yells at Drew that he has to get out of the ring, and does so, jabbing Dolph off the apron. So Asuka head kicks Banks for a near fall. On the outside, Drew gets Dolph on the shoulder, tries to lawn third him into the ring post, but Dolph slides off and shoves the psychopath into the post. In the ring, Banks locks in the Banks statement. Asuka breaks free. Asuka applies the Asuka lock, but Banks rolls backwards and scores the pin. So that was it, folks. That was it. That's all we got. Raw felt so long for me, and I think it was mostly because of the show. Felt like it was booked on the fly. And I always mind that, but when it involves Big Show, Ric Flair, Lana, bad booking with Ruby Riott and Akil Tozawa, and stretching out things. But see, I already know this was a waste of time. It drags the show. Good things happen, like the main event match. Apollo and Rick, Sasha and Banks' antics, and Angel Garza's presence. But my attention is shifted towards more towards Asuka and Sasha. But see, Sasha is technically not a Raw superstar. She's a SmackDown superstar. But see, they can defend their tag team titles anywhere from what I've been hearing. So this was a confusing show. This show was absolute garbage last night. The show sucked last night. Straight up sucked. And that is the end of your June the 29th, 2020 Monday Night Raw review and recap. Or results and recap. So folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to take me a break. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to feed the dog. Gotta go get her SHIT up out there. And when I come back, I'm probably going to eat me a snack, get my work clothes out, because I have to be at work by 5 o'clock, so I have to get my work clothes out. Come back, and we're going to continue on with some matches on this game. I'm not going to sleep. I feel like I want to go to sleep, but I'm not. I'm trying to stay awake. Because I did go to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning. Or 3, because that's the time I ended my Monday Night Raw review that night, which was last night. So, I'll be back. Stay tuned. Stay on. I'll be back. I'm taking a break. So I gotta go do some stuff, so I'll be back. some more matches. And I'll do some more matches because I want to try to finish up this stage 6. So I'll be back. just want to say, how can some of you on Twitter still not justify how fucking bad, how terrible this show was last night? I don't understand how people cannot justify how bad the show was. You know the show was terrible. You watched it. Why are you on Twitter being a bunch of clowns saying that this show wasn't good? I mean, that this show was good when you know it wasn't good. You know that this show was good. You know long enough, especially you people that's watched WWE for 4 or 5 years. You people fucking know that this show was clearly absolute nauseating garbage last night. You know that it was. So don't sit there and be a bunch of clowns on Twitter and fucking complain. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. Bull fucking shit. I ain't trying to hear your bullshit in comments. I'm really not. Those of you clowns on Twitter that's watching, I'm not trying to hear your bullshit in comments. I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck. Stop being a bunch of babies and learn when to listen to the podcaster when he's talking on his Monday Night Raw reviews. Learn to listen to myself and JD's off the script Monday Night Raw reviews. Like, for real. Unreal. Like, seriously. Unfucking real. Unreal. Anyways, I'm back, y'all. So I'm going to choose to try it again. I kept my live stream on there because I know I'm still going to be live streaming until it's time for me to go to work, obviously. I'm finally back, though. So my viewers can come back now. My viewers can come back now.
How do you know it was that annoying?
Fuck. Back to garage. Good luck to you guys. I don't know who he was talking about, but I really don't give a shit. I can care less about him talking about me. I don't know who he was talking about. I don't know who he was talking about. I don't know who he said, how do you know he was annoying? But I swear to God, he better not be talking shit about me, because I'll be done cut on the mic and said something to his ass. I'm for real, y'all. I'll be done cut on the mic and said something to his ass. Whoever that dude was talking about. That dude was telling him so that somebody was doing. He was like, how do you know he's that annoying? Yeah, y'all heard that? Y'all heard that, right? You people that was watching, you heard it, right? He said, how do you know that he was that annoying? If his little friend on the background, I swear, if he's talking shit about me, I'm going to come on the mic and cuss his ass out. And that's what's going to happen. If his little friend on the background. Because I'm not putting up with people talking shit about me, calling me annoying. I'm not putting up with that shit. I don't give a fuck. I can care less about people calling me annoying. If that's the case. If that's what they're so-called talking about in the game chat. Does not hurt my feelings. Does not hurt my feelings that people call me annoying. Just does not hurt my fucking feelings anymore. I really don't give a shit.
Get that third shit. Apparently it takes 3 shots of those tanks to kill that artillery.
Focus attention here.
Which spot is that are hitting me at?
next battle. My next team. Major Vegas, that's what I'm picking. Swear that if I see that clan tag name and that person, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna ask him. So, about that word annoying. Who was you referring to? I was like, was you referring to me? Because I can tell you, I'm just letting you know right now that I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying. It's not a train of thought. I'm just saying. Really, I can care less about who's calling me annoying on this game. I don't care. Fuck them. Fuck the critics. Fuck the haters on this game. Fuck the clowns and the haters on this game, and fuck the haters and the clowns on Twitter. I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck them. I don't care. I really don't give a fuck about them talking about me. I can care less. I really can't. I can care less about them talking about me. At the end of the day, they're going to be the ones that die and go to hell. That's it. That's all I got to say. So, I'm picking the conquer. Now, let's choose the next tank. Choose this one. HMH AMX4. It's a good tank. That's what I leave it to on this game. It's a good tank.
Hey, Grandpa. How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
I'm not sure. How you doing today? Oh man, don't even talk to me about wins. I've barely won hardly anything today. And I keep getting put on the losing team. It's just getting frustrating. I'm actually, I got a whole bunch of screenshots saved. I'm probably going to delete them. And from now on, even if I know that we're definitely going to lose, I'm going to stay right until the very end of the fucking game and take a screenshot of the loss that I've gone through. Okay, and then I'm going to send them both screenshots fucking for gaming. First screenshot's going to be me being bottom tier. The second one is going to be me losing. Horrible. But it's not. Yeah, it's frustrating, man. There's some days that I get. Some days I can do really, really good, and other days I just do really, really bad. And I'll try fucking, having a couple of drinks, smoking a couple extra joints. Does not matter. But I'm addicted to this game, so I shouldn't say fucking too much. I fucking spent a lot of money on it. Well, plus fucking wargaming, you know what's wrong with it right now? What's fucked the game is this COVID-19. Okay, because everybody and their fucking dog downloaded fucking World of Tanks at the beginning of this lockdown. Okay, and wargaming was, ow, fuck! Wargaming was giving away fucking free, premium. Good dude, I need to get the fuck out of the way. I'm just gotten railed real badly. Come on! Jesus, fuck, I can't even run out of the way fast enough. Fuck you, you should get fucking hit you that time, you dickhead. Just fucking move down on the ground.
Enemies looking right at us. I lost some ammo, but at least it didn't explode.
Ah, crap more.
They spotted us. Penetration.
Aaron, see that's the thing, I need 1,000 damage, or 1,250, and I can't even get 500. That's retarded. Because everybody and their
Enemies looking right
cousin
at
is
us.
on with it.
We're immobilized. That one bound.
a bit of money for me. Owning everything I got. Try to get it. Bunch of
Obviously, that didn't go well for me, y'all. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that firsthand.
Mother can't live with us. Hell no. Nope. You gotta go back. God, dog.
You've got enemies incoming.
Stop
Either take
complaining
them out
about
or
getting
capture their
food.
base.
Oh,
Let's
it's
go.
like another night of
I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover.
Ride itself. Nobody knows.
Take it.
Take it. Are you?
Perfect. Pull out.
What's gonna be good?
That bad business, guys. I'm dancing.
I like that.
Enemies got us in their
Oh,
sight.
set him on fire.
Rock up another one.
Beautiful, man.
She's loaded.
Hey, thanks, man.
They've spotted us. Enemies got us in their sight.
Oh, push them in the water. 430 you push them in the water.
Grounded?
Round. Oh, we built it.
Yep.
How y'all looking down there? Y'all doing good?
Oh, we always need help. Somebody to come behind us.
We got one more tank to clean up. We run into us.
Reloaded. They destroyed one of our tanks.
Well, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Enemies looking right at us.
What a bullshit.
Now one through, spring through. Center down. We need someone on the gun.
He by himself, cuz.
This vehicle
He's not by himself. Shit. Suede's on. Got my suede's on. Get my suede's. Oh, oh, oh. Glove time. Good night, Irene. I'll let him play.
As you can see, I got Independence Day 2 completed. I got 10-15 minutes before I go to work. Folks. So it's time for me to go to work. I gotta end this live stream. I gotta get my make this match special. Make sure I get a lot of damage in this match, next matchup. I'll make this one even more special. Tell you what, I'm getting discouraged. Gotta make this one special this time. Get a whole bunch of damage in this match.
go faster than usual, I think.
as slow as I am now.
Says, well, I'll get your ass off train tracks.
It destroyed one of our tanks.
Oh, there's already.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Load it up. Let it rip. They found us. Been detected. They destroyed one of our tanks. He's gone. Find us
Yet.
another target. They blew up our tracks. Hurry up.
Ready.
Tracks out. Let's go. Bail out. This vehicle.
Well, folks, I gotta get ready to go. I going to work. Well, folks, I gotta end this live stream. I'm getting ready to go to work. I'm gonna be live streaming tonight when I come home from work again. So be tuning in for that. Be tuning in for tomorrow's NXT review, because I'll be reviewing NXT tomorrow night. So for now, you folks have a good day. Hang on. Yep, for now, you folks have a good day.